Hey guys, Rich Bennett from the Ontario Regiment Museum again, and we're back at our Leopard 1 trainer, our 1A4 for those that remember it. So you may have seen the videos already of us disconnecting final drives, pulling the power pack out of this unit. Well, now I am standing where that power pack was. As you can see, it's quite an open space once the power pack gets removed. Our engine normally sits here, and our transmission and cooling system is back here. So just visible things in the back compartment. You can see exhaust couplings, the big mufflers in the back. These are motor mounts down here. The black wrap in the middle here. These here are torsion bars which form part of the suspension. And the rest of the tubing in here is for the fuel system. Now we suspect we may have a fuel leak out of one of those lines, and we know there's a fuel leak on the engine. So the whole point of this is trying to find the problems, fix them, and get it running at top notch. In order to do that, we need to run the tank power pack outside of the vehicle. So what you can see here already hooked up in place is the connections that we require to run it. So these two lines here are fuel umbilicals. They hook up to the existing fuel system in the tank to supply the engine. And all these cables here held on with the rope that are connected to the bulkhead form all the electrical connections to service the engine and power pack. So we will be running the tank from the driver's seat, but we will be running the engine on the floor. And I'm going to get out the tank. We're going to take a pause for a sec. We're going to go down, and then we're going to show you the connections at the engine. All right, so now that we've got ourselves out of the engine compartment and back down onto the floor again, what we're looking at here is the actual power pack that's out of that tank. So from previous videos, you would have seen me talk about the components of the engine. It's a little easier to see out here now on the floor. This whole big section here is our engine. It's our Mercedes MTU engine. It's a 500 cam engine, 830 horsepower. On the back end, we've got our transmission, which you can't see because it's under our cooling fan, but our cooling system, our radiators are here. This whole system is designed to run it on the floor, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing because we want to make sure that we test this all out. So looking at some of the stuff that we have connected so far, this here is one of the superchargers on the engine. We have an air filter intake on it. There's two of them, one on either side. We have all these umbilical connections for the electrical. Now from the last video, part of our video here, you would have seen that we were hooking up the opposite end of the cables to the bulkhead. The other end of the cables, these ones here, are all going to get connected to the electricals here so that we continue testing. To facilitate testing on the floor, we'll have a driver inside the tank to start the unit, but in order for us to operate it, we can do it from these controls here. So I have a throttle control that I can control how much fuel we give the unit to give it the RPM, and shut it off if need be. I also have a steering control here as well. This is for a clutch lockout. We likely won't be using that, but for our testing, the first two handles, we should be good to go, and we're looking at testing it hopefully within a week. So stay tuned, there's more to come. You will see a video of this running on the floor once we get her going, but stick around, come visit us at tankmuseum.ca or Facebook page at Ontario Regiment Museum, and stay tuned for more videos. We're going to be back.